Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another episode of this Piscean Reports. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys are having a fabulous day. For those of you new to my channel, welcome aboard. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. I love you, love you, love you. Welcome back. Okay. Oh, and then you know what? I should be hung for this. I should be flogged for this. It is Pisces season, and I have not said happy birthday to all of the Pisces. We are, what is this, day 8? We're 8 days, we're actually longer than that because I think it starts February 20 something or other. I think it's the 22nd or 23rd to March. My sister's birthday is on the 19th, so I think it's the 20th or the 21st is Pisces season of March. So happy birthday to all of the Pisces out there. I'm so sorry. That's terrible. I love you guys. I love my fishies out there. You know, I might do a reading for Pisces and see what we get. I haven't made up my mind. Anyway, so I wanted to bring you guys this message. I was thinking about this earlier, and yesterday too, actually. But I don't know. I have a little more to put with it. So, you know, I just wanted to leave you guys with this message. Okay. So I wanted to talk to you guys about doing a spiritual free fall. Okay. And now what I mean by a spiritual free fall, I touched on, I'll say this, I touched on the other day, and I forgot to go into it. It just makes me mad when I miss something, I skip something. So I'm going to mention it real quick. Okay, so in the other video, what I forgot to mention, you guys, I started on it and then I ended up touching on something else. But I was gonna say that, and I said I believe it with every fiber of my being, and I started, but I didn't finish. So it's the reason, and I believe this, the reason why people are afraid, and I keep telling you guys, I'm inviting those of you who are considering spirituality, and I was saying, you know, if you're religious, you want to hang on to the book, hang on to the book. I'm not hating on that. What I'm saying, though, I'm addressing people who are spiritual, who are considering spirituality. And one of the things that I wanted to say is there's a reason why people are afraid when I say relax and let go and just put the book down for a minute. You know, actually more than a minute. But anyway, to kind of, and I tell you guys that yes, you understand that. You know everything there is to know. Some people know these books, your religious texts, backwards and forwards. And I've seen lots of videos where people even, pick up their book and they'll refer to this, Matthew this, or this, that, and Deuteronomy this, and so that, and whatever. And that's, a part of their spiritual path. And I'm not hating on that. But when you're on my channel, I'm inviting you to lay the book down. And I think people are afraid to do that because they feel like if they stop, if just the concept of what do you mean by leave my book down, this is God. People think that their religious text is God. You know what I mean? And if you're asking me to put it down, you're asking me to abandon God. And that absolutely is not what I'm inviting you. It's not what I'm saying. And that is what I think. People are so afraid. Whenever I say that, they get afraid because they think I'm trying to get them to turn away from God. And that absolutely is not the case. I'm saying the book, and I'm inviting you to do that spiritual free fall, to now take a chance and experience God. You've read about God, but now it's time to experience Him. Experience your guides deeper than that, just the Most High, because I'm inviting you to experience the whole angelic realm. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by that spiritual free fall. To say, I want to know God. I want to know my guides. I want to know my angels. I want to see their influence in my life, so that I don't read the Bible. I don't read any of those other things, but I know God is. You know what I mean? He has shown me. My guides have shown me. My angels have shown me. You guys seen it. Y'all know about the whole thing, right? So I don't ever need to pick up a book to know that he is. And this is what spirituality is all about. Yeah, I know, I've read about him, but now I want to experience my guides. I want to experience my angels. I want to see their influence. I want to see how they move in my world, in my life. That's the spiritual free fall. Let go, and just say, I want to see it for myself. I want to see it the way she sees it. I want to know whether I got a book or not that they are. I want to, because I want to be able to say like she does that she knows. I know that they exist. Nobody has to tell me. I have seen their influence in my life. Okay. Let me see. I didn't. Yeah, okay. I jotted that down. So this is what I want to, and I wanted to touch on this as well. You guys, I want those who feel a certain fear or an anxiety about letting go of text. Look at it this way. I was thinking the other day about those who were back in biblical, we refer to them as the biblical times, the biblical days, when all of these amazing stories were actually happening, right? Think about this. Those people didn't have a book. You see what I mean? But they told stories. You know what I mean? If you've ever seen an old movie, an old biblical movie, at some point, not all of them, but at some point, I know I've seen it in the Ten Commandments, I've seen it in Samson and Delilah, and there's another one, I forget the name of it, but at some point you'll always see this old man, and he'll be sitting there, and there'll be all these young kids around him, and he'll be telling stories of amazing things that happen, that the great one, whomever that person is in your text or in your world or whatever. In this case, we're referencing the Bible. They'll talk about God, but there was no Bible back then. Back then, people just believed. That's that spiritual free fall. I don't have a book, but I know he is. I thought about this, and I wrote down David, King David. When David was a little boy, think about that. When David was a little boy, he was just, he was working for his father. He was tending the sheep. He's basically just what do they call him? Shepherd boy. He was just a shepherd boy. So here's this young kid. Imagine being David. Okay, you're a young man. You're out there. You're tending your sheep, right? You're doing what you always do. In your father's eyes and in your family's eyes, you are. I almost want to say nobody. If you're here, we don't think you have any other value or any worth, so we're just going to have you watch the sheep. Be a good boy and watch the sheep. That's where they relegated him. And a lot of you guys can resonate with that. How many of you guys, and I certainly can resonate with David. Your family looks at you and they don't see anybody. They see nothing. They see nobody. How many of you guys out there have your family looks at you and they just see David, and they just see, Candace, and they just see Joshua or Jeff or whoever, right? They just see you. They don't see your value. They don't see your worth. As far as they're concerned, you're just whoever, okay? But and so I'm thinking about David. Now imagine being David, and as far as everybody's concerned, you're nobody. You're out there watching the sheep, and then one day a man shows up at your father's door and says, "Your son's a king." You know what I mean? Now imagine what kind of faith it took for him to to be called in and have people look at him and go, you're a king. You've got the blood of kings in you. Did you know that? You don't know that? Well, we're here to tell you that. And imagine going from being nothing to being something. I'm somebody. You're kidding. Are you sure you got the right person? This is somebody who had to just free fall, do that spiritual free fall. I have to go by what you say. I don't know it to be true. There's nothing that I can go to and reference. They didn't have a book and says, according to this book, you're this. You know what I mean? It just was. Energies happened. Life happened. The universe, the guides, the angels, they spoke to these men and said, there's a king out there, we need you to go find him. And they end up going out there and they do that. And you go to the dude's father and he says, well, I got all these great sons over here, and then there's just that one out there, but he's not what you're looking for. He's just a sheep herder. You know what I mean? And then they call him in and say, no, this is the one. Spiritual free fall. The faith that it took to let someone else tell you that you're more than you're worth, and you have no other choice but to believe it. Okay, I don't know what's happening right now, but I have to trust. I'm going on blind faith. This is what it means to just say, okay, I've read this, but now I want to experience. I want to watch the Most High show out in my life. I want him to, take me places that there's no way in hell I could go on my own or do on my own. You know what I mean? Spiritual free fall, trusting, believing, experiencing the Most High, allowing them to show you that they are, allowing them to prove to you that they are. Do you see what I mean? They didn't have Bibles back then. They didn't have Qurans back then. They didn't have any of those things. They just had that free-flowing, free-falling faith in the unknown, that there's something more out there. We know it. We feel it. We just know. You know what I mean? And that's the problem, I think, with today's society. We rely too heavily on text. And then it's text from the past. Okay, instead of saying, I'm here in this time, in this moment. And I've got something in me that is special. Why else would I be here? You know what I mean? Everybody's got something. You're here for a reason. I don't know what it is. For some of you, maybe you incarnated into this lifetime to experience something amazing, and the example that I would give for that, and I always said that that's just me, how I felt about that particular thing. But when I saw Obama become president, I never in a million years would I ever have thought, but to be able to come into this life and to be able to experience something so unbelievable. And in America, y'all know, hell, all over the world, y'all know, you see how America is. You know what time it is with America, right? So it was unbelievable. It was amazing. It was, whoa, you got to be kidding. What? Are you serious? And so some of us are here. Maybe we're not that great person. Maybe we're here, we incarnated into this lifetime to experience someone else's greatness. Imagine experiencing Martin Luther King. I can't imagine how amazing that must have been, how electrifying and unbelievable that could have been. This is what I mean. Experiencing certain things that so some of us incarnated into this world to experience those things. But but you're needed, that's being needed. You can't be Martin Luther King without having people say you're amazing. This is where you fit in the world. This is your mission, your role. Everybody has something. This is why I keep telling people it's so much greater, it's so much amazing, it's so much more phenomenal than any of us can possibly even fathom. It's not just I just showed up here and I'm going to do this because it's always been done this way and I'm just going to go along and it's just easier to just do what everybody else is doing. You know what I mean? That's the goat herder and the sheep, not goat herder, sheep herder and David. Oh, everybody says I'm nothing, so I'm just going to go out here and do this. I mean, okay. And then someone shows up and says, nope, you're a king. You're a king. You know what I mean? It's amazing. And it took that spiritual free fall that let me, okay, I don't know what's happening, but I'm going to go with it. This is what I mean by relaxing and letting go. I want to experience the Most High in a whole new way. I don't want to just read about God. I want to experience God. I don't want to just read and I hear about angels. I want to watch them show up and show out in my life. You know, that is faith. That is believing. That is the beauty of spirituality. Having faith, you know, trusting in your guides and your angels and letting them show you. You know what I mean? I wanted to tell you guys about this, and this is that example. This is why when I tell you guys I have complete and utter faith and belief, and I haven't picked up the book. You know, I've heard stories about it. You know, I've heard clearly. You know, I had a Bible, but you know. And like I told you, it's just something about reading. The letters all blur and it's just, but anyway, but that doesn't mean I hate it or anything. It's just that's not me and okay. But I wanted to tell you guys, this is why I tell you I have complete and utter faith. The last few days, I saw 1010. Okay, I saw it Wednesday night before I got into the shower. And then I saw it Thursday morning. And then I saw it Friday morning. And I saw it this morning. Yeah. And as soon as I woke up, I bullshit you not, I picked up the phone and I go to see what time it is and it said 10:10. My son the other day sent me a text and he sent it at 10:10. And then he sent me another text at 11:11 and I saw 11:11 today. And I was like, you know, this is what I mean. And I tell you guys that you know, believe in synchronicity, angelic messages. These are, and I tell you guys all the time, hold on. I forgot to, sorry, that drives me nuts to see all that light, and I hate for 17 minutes you guys got blinded. I apologize. But to see that the 1010, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna show you guys oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. 555. Do you see what I mean? 5s, those who know, but for those who don't, 5s indicate significant change that's about to take place in your life. 555. Do you see what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. That they talk to you, that they communicate with you, but you have to, you know the messages, know what the numbers mean. So this is how they talk to you. Now I wanted to tell you guys. So I read 555. You gotta be kidding. Thanks, you guys. See, thanks, because had I said it, had you not seen it yourself, you would have thought I was lying. You see what I'm saying? But okay, so I saw, is this it? 1010. And I wanted to read it to you guys real quick with angel number 1010. So if you guys see it, and this is that thing, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, well, I'll do that real quick. One, because they tell you what each individual numbers mean, and then they give you the overall meaning. So 1 relates to the attributes of new beginnings, creation, creativity, motivation, progress, intuition, inspiration, happiness, receiving that message about David and the spiritual free fall, inspiration. I don't, I don't try to come up with things. I've watched people online and they where they come up with something every day, and that's not how I do things. I let the universe show me, and this is what you want me to say, this is what I'm doing. Okay, let's do it. And then I do it. You know what I mean? Spiritual guidance. This is what I'm talking about. But anyway, so inspiration, happiness, positivity, and assertiveness, achieving success and personal fulfillment. And zeros indicate listening to your intuition and your higher self. Okay. Let's see. Oneness, wholeness, continuing cycles, flow, the beginning point. It also relates to God, force, universal energies, source, magnifies the influences of numbers that they appear with. Okay. Angel number 1010 indicates that it's a time of personal development, spiritual awakening, and enlightenment. Keep your thoughts and focus intentions on your soul, mission, and your life purpose. So this, as you read it, as I read it, I'm listening. This, I envision, and when you guys see angel numbers, envision when you're reading it, envision your angels talking to you at this time. This is what they have to say to you. Okay? So, and so I see that, keep your thoughts and your focus and intentions on your soul mission, your life purpose. And your elevated vibrations will attract abundance and positive energies into your life. Use affirmations to maintain positive attitude to draw you towards all that you need along your path. Okay? Trust your inner wisdom, intuition, and the guidance from your angels, and take positive action in the direction of your dreams and your desires. How beautiful is that? Envision your angels saying that to you. All right. Angel number 1010 encourages you to keep your beliefs, thoughts, and mindset focused upon your spirituality and your life purpose. This is my angels saying to me, keep going. Keep your focus on this. Okay. Don't let people sway you. There are people who would love for me to go away from what I'm doing, but this is, see your angels, and this is what I'm saying. See your angels saying that to you. Maybe there's someone trying to take you from what you believe. This is how you believe. You're interested in spirituality, and your family is like, maybe you've got family or friends or someone who's telling you that no, that's ridiculous, and don't do this and don't do that, and blah blah blah. Okay, so if you see angel number 1010, look it up. Go to Joanne's Sacred Scribes and look that up. This is and any other angel number that you see, like 555, like 1111. You see what I'm saying? Last part, and then we can wrap that up. Let me see. Focus on your spirituality and your life purpose as you are now creating your own reality. Engage yourself in creative and positive endeavors, which is what we're doing now, right? Positive endeavors and activities, and use your personal skills and your talents in a productive manner. Listen to the guidance from your angels. That is what it says. And your intuition, and serve your soul mission. You see what I mean? Oh my God. Serve your soul mission with passion and enthusiasm. I got plenty of that, right? Angel number 1010 urges you to pay attention to your intuition, your thoughts, your impressions, as these are revealing the answers to your prayers and are providing guidance. Trust yourself and the angels and the universal energies, and take direction as guided. Step out of your comfort zone, which is, that's hard for me. And into the direction of your desires, and believe that you will find success and happiness. This is what I'm talking about. I don't have a Bible, but I know what I'm seeing. You know what I mean? They'll talk to you. Here, we're gonna show you this. And I kept saying 1010. I was like, for the love of God, what does it mean? So I read it one night and I was like, So yes. Spiritual free fall, trusting. You don't always have to have your book. Allow God, allow your angels to show you that they exist, because I'm telling you, there is no more amazing a feeling than free falling, going on faith and saying, okay, I know this. Now let me experience God. Let me experience my angels for myself. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And you'll love it. You'll love it. I'm not, you'll love it. Oh my God. But yes, spiritual free fall. Trust the guides, trust in your angels. Allow yourself, because like I said, there was no book back in the day. Back then, they're doing what I'm asking you all to do now. Okay, back in the biblical days, they just went with it. They knew there was something greater than themselves. There's no book that I have to read and know and study backwards and forwards, and God forbid I should put it down for a second, I'll be struck down by lightning. That absolutely is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So just try it. Just try it and see what happens. Father in heaven, have a conversation with your angels. I want to know that. I want to know you. Spirituality, like I said, invites you to know God and know your angels. Okay, it's one thing to read about them, but wouldn't you much rather want to just know them? Wouldn't you want to experience them and go, can't nobody tell me nothing? You know what I mean? If somebody put a gun to your hand and said, do you believe in God or not? And you said, you damn right I do. I've seen him. I've seen my angels. And there's nothing. If you want to pull a trigger, pull a damn trigger, because I know what I know. You know what I mean? And you could say it with courage and say it with conviction. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to invite you guys to do. Okay? Just relax. You're not going to go to hell if you put the book down for a minute, because you know that. You've read stories. But be like those in the Bible days. Experience. Say to yourself, I know, I've read, but now I want to experience it for myself. It feels so amazing. It feels so amazing to have them show you without question. We are here. We're with you. We're guiding you. We're showing you. Listen to us. Listen, they give me other messages, in other ways, and they'll say, listen, you have a support system out there, you have a support team out there. Listen, we're here. This is it. We want you to do this. Don't stop. Everything is pointing me in that direction, so go. And this is what I mean. Allow the universe to show you where you fit in the world. Never mind what your family thinks. Never mind what, anything else. Just say to yourself, I want to, let's go. Let's go. That sounds pretty awesome. Let me try that out. Let me see. Maybe you were headed in the wrong direction, and then you're going to get turned around to something completely different. On the other hand, maybe, what you're doing, you're on the right track and you're on the right path, and they're saying, great, keep going. Now listen to us. We're going to, we're going to introduce people into your life. We're going to introduce situations into your life, and just go with the flow, just like David did, okay? Just like, thousands, millions, I don't know how many people were around back then who trusted and believed in the unseen. But you know they're there because they're showing you and they're guiding you, and they're bringing the right people in the same way they brought the right persons and right people to David's door, literally to his door. You need to know you're a king. Do you see what I mean? Allow them to bring the right people into your life, the right situations into your life. Trust, and then just trust and allow. Trust. Okay, you'll know when there's somebody shady coming your way. You'll feel it, and that's the other thing. You'll be learning how to trust the what your body is telling you. Trust what your gut is telling you, what your head is telling you. Trust. You know what I mean? They're not going to steer you wrong. Okay? You got people in your life, and maybe you're looking at them and you're going, I want something better. I want more. Like everything in me is telling me you guys ain't it. You know, listen to that and allow them to show you to who is your people, your tribe, your team, your whatever. Okay, your goals, your dreams, your ambitions. You know, are they the right ones or are they not? If there are, say, help me to keep going, and allow them to set things up for you and to put you in the right places at the right time, and you know what I mean, the whole nine. But yes, go on that spiritual free fall. You're not going to go to hell if you put the book down. Okay? I promise. I'm living proof. Okay? Yeah, it's not the end of the world to just say, okay, I know that. Now let me experience. Okay? All right. I'm gonna go ahead and go. It's getting dark. Look at it, it was daylight around me. Now it's nighttime in here. I need to turn the lights on. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I hope you guys like it. Sorry about my bangs doing all this funky stuff over here. They were cool earlier today. I should have did the video before I went out. But anyway, sorry, that's just that vanity. You guys. I love you guys to pieces. I hope you liked the message. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're digging, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, if you like it what I'm saying. Let me know so we can keep going. I want to help you guys. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm here for you. Okay? Trust and believe, none of this is for my benefit because I live it. I experienced it. I know it already, okay? I want you guys to know. I want you guys to experience it. So if you have any questions or, you know, feel free to put it in the comments. Hey, what about this? And what about that? Or could you talk about this? That'd be cool. And we'll see what we can do, okay? All right, I love you guys. I may, like I said, I might do a reading. I was thinking about doing a love reading and see what's going on, you know, but we'll see. I love you guys. Speaking of love, and I will see you next time on the next video. You guys have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, whenever you see this. I hope you're having a pleasant experience. Okay. I will see you guys next time on the next video. Y'all take care. Bye bye.